Hello, class 6. So, today we will finish the chapter number 8. We have been studying, we will finish today. So, last time we studied about muscles and ligament cartilage, and today, and we also started movement in animals. Today, we will study about animals only. Okay, today we will study about different kind of animals. Okay, so we will see the movement in animals, but before it let's revise whatever we studied in previous class. Okay, so we studied the different type of bones. Yes, there are four type of bone: flat bone, irregular bone, short bone, long bone. Yes, the flat bone is found in shoulder, skull. Irregular bone is found in vertebrae. Here, short bone is found in wrist. Long bone is found in arms. And we also studied about cartilage. That cartilage is a flexible connective tissue. It works as cushion between bone. It is just like a shock absorber. Yes. Okay, and ligament. Ligament actually elastic connective tissue. It connect bone to bone. Okay, and we also studied that our endoskeleton is made of two skeleton. Yes, we can divide our endoskeleton into two parts: axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton include skull, ribs, and backbone, and appendicular skeleton include shoulder bones, pelvic bone, legs bone. Okay, these things. And muscles, about muscles, that muscles are attached to the bones and is responsible for the movement of human body, and there is a change in the length of muscle due to the contraction and relaxation. Okay, and if you move your arm touching your shoulder, you will observe that bulging part of the arm. This is muscle is due to the contraction, and come back to its normal position if you stretch your arm, and muscle will come to the rest. Okay, and movement of animals, locomotion. Yes, what is locomotion? The movement of animal from place to place is known as locomotion. Yes, the movement of animal from place to place is known as locomotion. Yes, it helps the animal to obtain food, get shelter. It also protect them from their predator. Yes, only plants do not move. As you know, that unlike plants, animals can move from place to place. Their movement is known as locomotion. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, today we will study about, first of all we will study about the movement in insect. Yes, so there are different kind of insect. You know that ants, cockroach, grasshopper, and as you can see the picture of butterfly. Yes, so insect move in a various ways. Yes, insect moves in a various way. You might have seen ants. Yes, and one more thing, that insect have six leg. Almost most of the insect have six leg. Okay? Most of the insect, all the insect do not have six leg, but mostly. Okay, so insect can move in a various way. They can walk. Yes, they can jump, they can fly, they can hop just like bird, hop. Okay, hop, jumping and walking. Okay, crawl. Yes, they crawl like snake. They crawl like snake. Butterflies and mosquitoes. So you can see the picture of butterfly. Yes. So how does butterfly move? How does butterfly fly? We know that butterfly have pair of wings. Yes, which help them to fly. So butterfly, mosquitoes, they have wings which help them to fly. But all the insects do not have wings. Yes, all the insects. Only some insect like flies, mosquitoes, and bees. honeybees, they have wings, so they can easily fly. Yes, we know all about them. Now let's move to the next point. Okay, kids, you can see the picture of ant, you can see the picture of cockroach, and so lice, termites, lice. How does lice move? Lice move by crawling. Lice move by crawling. Yes. And if we talk about ants and cockroach, they have feet, so they can walk. So ant and cockroach walk. You can see the picture of cockroach. If we talk about the grasshopper, yes, hop, H-O-P, hop. So grasshopper hops using its long hind leg. Yes, so it has hind leg, so it uses the leg to hop, to move. Yes, so and you know about butterfly, that butterfly have wings, mosquitoes have wings, flies have wings, so they have two pair of wings, so that help them to fly. Yes, all the insect cannot fly, all the insect cannot jump, all the insect cannot crawl. Yes, some insect can crawl, some insect can fly, some insect can jump. Okay, like which insect crawl, which insect crawls? Termites and lice, etc. move by crawling. Yes, they move by crawling. And similarly, ants and cockroach can walk. Yes, and grasshopper, Grasshopper. This is the spelling of grasshopper. 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 A grasshopper hops using its long leg. I hope you understood. Now let's talk about the reptiles. Movement in reptiles. Let's move on the next point. Okay, it's movement in reptiles. So you can see the picture of lizard, and you can also see the picture of crocodile. Yes, they are actually reptile. So reptiles like a lizard, snake, crocodile. A snake is also a reptile. We will study in detail about snake. Okay, we will study in detail about the snake. Don't worry, we will see some characteristic of snake also. Okay, so if we talk about reptiles like lizard, crocodile, how does lizard move? How does crocodile move? I know lizard have legs, 4 legs. Crocodile also have 4 legs, but how do they move? Reptiles like lizard, crocodile, they move in a various form of locomotion. To move from one place to another, some of them have legs, some use their scaly skin to move by crawling. So we can say their body is actually attached to the surface, so they use their legs and also crawl. Yes, okay. So lizard use its legs. Snake do not have legs. Snake do not have legs, and crocodile have legs, so it use its leg to move. Yes, and they are carnivores. You know. If we talk about turtle is also a reptile. Yes, turtle is also a reptile. Yes. So turtle can swim easily, but I know turtle is an aquatic animal. Yes, you know about it. Turtle is aquatic animal, but it use its limb to move. Yes, so a turtle can swim easily using its limb. So I hope you understood. We will also talk about snake, that how does snake move. and we will also talk about frog. Okay, now it's time to study about the aquatic animals, movement in aquatic animals. How does the aquatic animals move? Let's move to the next point. Okay, movement in aquatic animals, locomotion in aquatic animals. So, what do you mean by aquatic animals? Animals which live in water. Yes, they are known as aquatic animals. There are many animals which live in uh, aquarium, which live in water. Yes, whale is a fish. Starfish is aquatic animal. Starfish is not a fish, and fish, you can see the picture of fish. Yes, can you see the picture? So they live in the water, and how do they swim? How do they do locomotion? So fish have fins to move on water. Yes, fish have fins. Birds can fly because of wing, and fish can swim because of fins. Yes, as you can see in the picture, the fins. Yes, and they have gills for breathing. Yes, they have gills for breathing. So you can see the fins, so which help them to swim in the water, and the fins help fish to swim and maintain balance in water. Yes, it helps to maintain the balance in water. The tail fin helps them to change the direction. You can see the tail of the fish. Can you see the tail of the fish? This is known as tail fin. Tail fin, which help to change the direction. Yes, with the help of tail fin, they change the direction. So, and if we talk about the shape of fish, they have streamlined shape. Yes, they have streamlined shape, and they release a substance which is known as actually which is a lubricant known as mucoid. They release it, so which help them easily to swim in water. Yes, which help them easily to swim in water. Okay, now let's study one more point related to the locomotion of fish. Okay, let's move on the next point. Okay, so as you can see the movement locomotion of fish. Yes, can you see the picture of fish? How is the shape of fish? How is the shape of fish? You can see the fish shape is in capital letter S. Can you see the shape in S? S for snake, S for swim. Yes. So whenever the fish swim, uh, it moves in a rhythmic movement side to side. Yes, which actually it use this movement to bend its muscle. These muscles are known as myomers, which help them to push against the incompressible water. Yes, fish moves through the water using their fins and body walls to push against the incompressible water. Yes, so in this way a fish move. Okay, so remember kids, fish moves with the help of fin, and fish swim with the rhythmic side to side S-shaped movement using band of muscles. This band of muscle is called myomers. Whenever the fish move using the fins, and it also use its body wall to push against the incompressible water, so it bent the muscle, so it actually pushed the incompressible water against the incompressible water, which help the fish to swim easily in the water. Okay, so I hope that you understood how does the fish move. Yes. And if we talk about the frog, how does the frog move? Yes, you know that frog is actually amphibians. Yes, it lives not only on land but also in water. Yes, but frog use their webbed feet. Yes, they have net-like feet. Yes, frog have net-like feet structure. So frogs use their webbed feet to swim in water. Okay, to swim in water and to walk. They use their long hind leg to hop on land. To hop, H-O-P, hop. Yes, they hop, they jump. Jumping and walking is known as hop. So frog use their webbed feet, which help them easily to swim. And duck, duck also have webbed feet. Okay. In this way. Now let's talk about the snake. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, let's talk about snake. So, snake is a reptile animal. Yes, am I right? Snake is a reptile animal. Reptile are actually those animals which crawl, which on the land. By okay, lizard and crocodile they also crawl on the land, but they have leg, so they use their leg for locomotion. And if we talk about the snake, snake have scales on the body, so we can say that snake use its scale to move. Have you ever seen the movement of snake? There are many kind of snakes. Some are poisonous. Yes, some. So snake have a long backbone. Yes, they have a backbone, but it is long, but these are not connected to each other. Okay, that's why they can easily move. They have a long backbone and they have a thin muscle. Yes, snakes have a thin muscles. They are connected to each other even though they are far from one another. Yes. Their backbone, the small bones are connected to each other but not loosely they are connected. Okay, so they are far but still they are connected, and they also interconnect the backbone, ribs and the skin. They also interconnect the backbone, ribs and skin. So it was all about the characteristic of snake. So how do they move? They move using the scale. Yes, they apply the force of muscles which help them to move. Okay, in this way the snake moves. So remember about the snake. Okay, snake have a long backbone, they have thin muscles, and they are connected to each other. They also interconnect the backbone, ribs and skin. A snake use its muscles and scale which help them to move. Okay, now let's study about the locomotion in snail. Let's move on the next point. So kids, the eyes of snake, the eyes of snake, sorry, snail, S-N-A-I-L, snail. Okay, the eyes of snail is called tentacle. Yes, you can see two structure at the front of the snail. Can you see in the picture? These two structure are actually long structure. These two long tubule like structure, these are known as tentacles. And the covering of snail is known as shell. S-H-E-L-L. What is the spelling of tentacle? What is the spelling of shell? The spelling of tentacle is T-E-N-T-A-C-L-E-S. T-E-N-T-A-C-L-E-S, tentacles. And the spelling of shell is S-H-E-L-L, shell. And they have muscular foot. Yes, they have muscular foot. So locomotion in snails take place with the support of strong muscular foot. Yes, because of their muscular foot. Yes, they have muscles in their feet, so which help them to move. Actually, their muscular foot are just present under the shell. Shell is the outer covering which protect them from their predator. Yes, and they can hide themselves in the shell. Okay, and you might have seen this shell near the pond, near the water. You might have seen the shell. Yes, have you ever seen? It uses its tentacles to move, and the snail moves very slow. Yes, remember the snail moves very slow. Yeah, its motion is very slow. It love to eat tomatoes also. Yes, so the locomotion in snail take place with the support of strong muscular food present under the shell. It has tentacle to see. It has shell, which is actually outer covering, which protect the snail. Okay, I hope you understood about snail. Now let's talk about earthworm. Let's move on the next point. Okay, it's earthworm. So earthworm have earthworm. You know that earthworm is very. You can see the earthworm during the rainy season, and earthworm is known as a farmer's friend. Yes, it looks like a small, little bitty red color you might have seen during rainy season. So, how does the earthworm move? How does the earthworm move? So, whenever the earthworm move, one part of the earthworm elongate and another part contract. So, earthworm has a hair-like projection. Earthworm has hair-like projection called bristle. Yes, which present under the body. Which present under the body. Yes, earthworm has hair-like structure which is known as bristle under the body, which help earthworm to move. Which help earthworm to move. Yes. So whenever it use its bristle, it elongate its front part, and when it elongate front part, it back part is contracted. Right. Then when it contract the front part, then back the back part elongate. In this way, the earthworm start moving. So earthworm move with the help of bristle. So okay, it was all about today's animals. Yes. So we studied today different kind of animals. Yes, we studied about the locomotion of different animals. The chapter was long, but it's very easy chapter. Yes, ants, cockroach, fish, crocodile, snake, earthworm, snail, and we also studied about the movement, motion of human being, that we move with the help of legs, and we had gone through the different bones. Yes, we have different bones. Yes, we studied about the bones, like in our hand have humerus and ulna, and H for hand, H for humerus. And we studied the bones of leg, femur, and tibia, fibula. Yes, and we studied about the cartilage. Yes, and we also studied about the different ligament. Yes, tendon, and cartilage is shock absorber. It work like a cushion between bones. It is a flexible connective tissue, and ligament is elastic connective tissue which connect bone to bone. And we also studied about the different type of joints, like movable joint, immovable joint, hinge joint, pivot joint, gliding joint, ball and socket joint. So these joint we studied. Okay, I hope you understood the chapter. Today's class is not big, it's a very short class, Now it's time to ask question from you. Let's move on the last point. Okay, it's time to ask question from you. Question number one: how does the snake move? Yes, how does the snake move? So we know that snake have a long backbone. They have thin muscles, and they are not connected to each other, even though they are far from one another. They also interconnect the backbone, ribs, and the skin. So snake moves using the scale and muscles. Yes, snake moves using the scales and muscles. Next question. Question number two. Write a short note on movement of aquatic animals. Yes. If we talk about the movement in aquatic animals, you know the fish have fins to move in water. The fins help fish to swim in, maintain the balance in water. The tail fins help the tail fin help to change the direction. Fish swim with a rhythmic side to side S-shaped movement using bands of muscle called monomers, and when fish use its body walls to swim, it push against the water, so it moves. And if we talk about the frog, it has a webbed feet which help the frog to move. And next question, question number three. I explain the locomotion of snail and earthworm. Yes, if we talk about the snail, locomotion in snail take place with the support of a strong muscular foot present under the shell. Okay, and their eyes is known as tentacles. And earthworm, if we talk about the earthworm, is known as farmer of friend. In it helps to make manure. Yes, it helps to make natural manure. And hair like it help to decompose. It help to decompose the manure. And hair-like projection are present on the earthworm, which are known as distal, which help to elongate one part and contract another part, and in this way the earthworm move. Okay, I hope you understood. Now the chapter is complete. Now we will meet with a new chapter. Till then, bye bye.